Hello, my amazing Tauruses. Welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope you're doing well. We're beginning with two pre-pulled oracle energies. And in the last attempt to get your reading started, I did hold this up and start oddly saying wealth is meant to be. That's going to be part of your week. But there's one, if not a couple different situations in your life, and you may be considering continuing one, if not both of which, that Spirit's saying it's meant to be. Stop questioning things. But in other ways, they're saying when you do question things, when your intuition is ringing true, it feels more of a small way or two, if not several. That's appropriate, that's better placed, and does need to continue in other ways. But we're needing to avoid drama at this point. This could be at work, at home, could be friends, family, you name it. I feel like, okay, spiritual for some, avoid the drama, the gossip as well, and stay in your own lane when you do need to. Exiting a conversation or two may be key for you as well. But I'm feeling like you're on your way towards more. You're stepping up the ladder day by day, moment by moment, accomplishment by accomplishment, and it's working to your advantage and maybe as well helping other people. But it feels like there's a focus on where you've been lacking completion, where things have been feeling smooth and otherwise a little bit rocky, if not fully. And there's a sense of you taking a step back at a certain point feels very spiritually pushed or pulled. And you're needing to look at certain areas of your life, if not every area, and ask yourself, how do I feel about the way things are proceeding? And therefore, what needs to change? And how do I need to change through it all? I feel like you're going to need to take a deep breath when it comes to noise factors, when it comes to people's energy, and how things are transforming at this time. There are certain moments, and I want to say even previous to this week period, where things are working out better than it feels in the moment. Does that make sense? Whether you're dealing with a difficult person in your life, a struggle with your spirituality, you picked up on someone's bad energy, maybe you're just feeling a little bit shaky. It could be as well just having a lot on your plate. But they're saying with that said and done, let's put our hands up and flow towards more and allow yourself to heal from certain emotional difficulties from the recent past or the past in general. Because whether you realize that want it or not, the week will highlight what you've been through. And I feel like for some, it's preparation for importance ahead. But I do feel like either way, there's still some healing to get done. All right. Where you notice people are emotional, just trust your intuition whether you should be helping. Lack of storage. What I was continuing to say was sometimes you'll go and approach a person or two to maybe heal them, to assist, to be helpful, because it's part of who you are, let's be real. And I feel like in that moment you're being real or meant to be. But sometimes Spirit's saying you can't help them, right? Or you're not meant to. And so just trust your intuition and maybe you'll get a spiritual download or two to support that. But we also have the Knight of Cups. Again, just supporting exactly what we were speaking upon. A caring soul is connected to this reading. You're feeling very bright and on point, and then it's like a little struggle comes to be, and you need to notice what affected that and how that's going out the window, whether it's somebody's leaving that job situation or there's a change otherwise. It could be somebody's moving out of the house situation, or your spirituality is shifting in the right direction. My dreamers need to recognize when a dream is important and a dream is not, okay? There's a significance to what you truly feel as well. Because I feel like being drawn to this reading, not just this week, but in general, you feel deeply, you feel a lot, and you feel things accurately. And so when you ignore that, you're doing yourself a disjustice, as well as whoever and whatever it's involving, okay? But to speak upon the two cards I've still been holding up, there's something you're meant to give birth to that's going to lead you towards a lot of happiness. I feel like somebody's meeting a new soulmate, and this could be a friend, it could be an acquaintance, it could be the potential for a loving situation otherwise, you know, romantic or maybe a hookup situation. Anyways, but I do feel like you are seeing the happiness seep back into your world in certain ways, and they're saying it's just a week, okay? There's plenty of happiness in other ways, maybe in regards to another area of your life or two moving forward. But this week is very significant for you to remember what you deserve, Okay, I want to say as well who you deserve specifically. It's a time where Spirit's saying this collective, this Taurus collective, is not meant to lower their standards. Whether you're looking for someone new to date, friends, an investment, or a career situation, otherwise, you are not meant to lower your standards, and that also applies to and speaks upon what you're meant to continue. All right. So let's just take a hot second again, trust your intuition, and maybe remember the past in regards to times when you lowered it, even though you brought so much value and worth to the table, and then maybe regretted it or just could have done better, and maybe missed out on an opportunity that was more aligned and better looking or just more accurate for you once again. Anyways, but they're stressing again, please avoid the drama and maybe the madness that lies outside of you. Some people are crazy, but I feel like the week highlights, even surrounding it, some people that are a good kind of crazy, right? Weird, quirky, but then there's crazy, right? Say like, not to be rude, but say like they're giving me an example of a crazy homeless person. Do your best to avoid that, okay? It's not going to help you energy-wise in general. There's also going to be a focus as well, Taurus, on your route to work or your route to the store. Back roads are going to be key for you. Less chaotic energy, less distractions, and potentially less craziness. But I also feel like there's avoidance taking place. Let's be real. You're avoiding what you don't want to work through. Or you're avoiding a fear. You're avoiding maybe somebody, if not a couple different people in your life, that you need to now be paying attention to more so moving forward. It feels as if you're going to be pushed to again date back and ask yourself, why did I go through this? Okay, well, are things changing? And if not, where is my control lying in regards to changing things more so moving forward? If you've been doing something too much, snap out of it, okay? There's something that was pushing you, it feels like a spirit or a fear or a habitual familiarity that was or has been pushing you to do too much. And now is the time to step into your power more and say, screw it, I'm not going to do this too much anymore. Just one moment. As I had to take another quick moment due to some ignorance in the background, I did hear the message of significance for you. That time will tell you the truth, or time in general will tell you the truth. And I got one specific way that that's going to come to be for you, come through, is angel numbers, right? On the time, whether it's a time stamp, the clock, otherwise, you name it, or maybe on a treadmill for somebody or a different workout machine. But I do feel like they're saying, like Leo, when time works on to your advantage, on point, and you are where you are and leave where you're meant to leave at the right timing, don't be surprised. It's telling you the truth of how things are shifting in your favor all the meanwhile. Also we have the Ace of Swords. It's a week of mental development, mental progress, and clarity coming through all the meanwhile. Truth. I feel like you're going to need to go through a significant balancing act and ask yourself, is this going to be the better option, or is this? Whether it's about continuing and or beginning something new, or again in general. It feels like you need to take a deep breath because not everybody around you has your back, and I feel like that could definitely be intertwined with at least some of, if not all of the drama. And I want to say gossip once again. And that could as well apply to spirituality if we didn't say that already. But I also feel like you need to take a deep breath and express yourself, Taurus. There's a feeling of you being such a peaceful and non-confrontational soul with a lack of patience at times that just, it's like you don't deal with certain levels of BS that affect you, that you are surrounded by, connected to. And this does tie back to why you disconnect at times. But I feel like where there's shakiness left over, or just in general, know that again things are affecting you and it's not yours to carry, and things are meant to in the upcoming weeks improve greatly for you. Somebody needs to remember that in the previous week or throughout this one, a negative spirit has left your side for good. Okay, and this is going to change the outcome for you greatly. It's going to benefit you, and I feel like for some it already is. But then other factors might affect you and it's hard to remember that or notice it. But again, the week does highlight who and what is not meant for you, as I do shake a bit due to the background horrendous energy. Somebody's going to approach you with a question and it's up to you to answer or not. Again, trust your intuition, because sometimes people ask questions in order to maybe use it against you, or to figure out how to tweak things to their advantage. And this is a week about you working with and avoiding things in your life to your advantage, because you're of importance. The Fool card talks about you needing to better your world at times by falling back into things and trusting the mystery of it all. But there may be a leap of faith for you on the horizon that I feel like you're at least partially, if not fully, expecting the worst when it comes to it. Say you dated, shitty people from the past, or bad work situations, home situations. We're needing to turn this in the reversal and expect the best. It's an important week for you, Taurus. You are of true importance. Love and light.